This is how you make the Pom Pom Maker. So first, you're gonna grab your yarn and you're just gonna set it down on the edge like this. You're gonna hold it there and then start wrapping it.
And you're wrapping, you're gonna do about 3 layers probably.
3 to 4 maybe, depends how thick we want it.
So you're going back over and doing the second layer.
And you want to make sure to cover like any open spots because you don't want to see any of the blue left over.
Mm-hmm. And it would be really helpful if you had a friend that could get the yarn pulled out for you. That would be awesome, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that's about your 3rd pass.
Yeah, so the arch is still like really archy.
Yeah.
So you don't want the arch to be very like arched. You want it to be more on the flat side. If it's getting too thick because you have a thicker yarn, it's fine to just go over it maybe 3 or 4 times, but the most you want to go over it is 5, otherwise it's going to be really hard to keep tight.
Okay. And once you get it to where you think it's good, let me show them what it looks like with the arch.
Yeah, I'm just going to go over each side and then even it out a little. So whenever it gets to about this kind of arch, it's more on the flat side and not too much arch.
Okay.
If you want to have a string, like, which one is it? Oh, here. To hold it up and hang it, you're gonna not cut very close yet. You're gonna leave about this much space. And then you can trim it down later.
And then you're going to close that.
You're gonna close it like this. You're gonna open the next one and then repeat the process.
Okay. So you start it there, just hold it with your thumb, and you just start wrapping.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you. You can hear a class in here. They're about to watch a video. Coach Howard and Coach Harper's classes.
This is my first layer and there's still a lot of empty blue spaces, so my second layer I'm gonna more focus on covering those up instead of going fast.
Okay. We found this really cool yarn that's got the silver strands through it, so this will make a really neat looking pom-pom. You can do pom-poms to make a garland or make pom-poms to hang off of your pencil or just decorate anything with pom-poms. It's a really neat little craft to do.
Or sew one onto your hat for winter.
Right. You can decorate your winter ski caps. Winter hats.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go over and make it as even as I can.
Okay.
So now that's even and both sides are pretty much the same, I'm gonna cut this one down shorter instead of leaving it long.
Right. So we left it long on the other one so that we can hang it.
So now your pom-pom should look like this.
Okay.
Now what you want to do next is you want to go where this edge is, it's an open spot, and you're able to take your scissors and just cut down the middle.
Okay, and you're just going to cut down the middle. Okay.
You might need to use sharp scissors because the fabric or the yarn's pretty thick.
So be careful with the scissors.
Now you're gonna leave that side,
Mm-hmm.
and it should look like this, and
Okay.
no other things in the middle.
Okay, great.
Now you're gonna start on the second side. You might need to hold down the yarn that you left open and hold it to the side so that you don't accidentally cut it.
Right.
So we're gonna do the same exact thing, cut straight down the middle.
Okay. All right, that's good.
I'm gonna get this little string that I missed there. So now your pom-pom should look like this on both sides. Now you're gonna get a piece of yarn that's about this long, and you can always cut it down after. You just don't want to have too little. So if you can see with your Pom Pom Maker, there's a line straight down the middle on both sides, and even on the edges. You just want to take your yarn and then just push it down the middle, and then there's gonna be a metal piece blocking you from going all the way through. So after that, you want to try to make both sides as even as possible. That's about even. So then you're gonna tie it. I would say double knot each side, so that's one tie and then two ties, and then bring it back on the other side
and tie it again. Okay.
And it doesn't have to be exactly in the middle because it's a ball and it doesn't really matter. So then one tie and then two ties.
Okay.
And then if you want to be extra safe, you can always go back again and then tie it one or two more times. You just don't want the knot to be too thick because then the pom-pom might not form around it correctly.
Okay.
So then you're gonna cut this about this length because you don't know how long your actual pom-pom is yet, so you don't want to cut it too short and make it uneven. Now you're gonna just simply pull these two apart. This part is gonna be harder and you just have to like that. So then it will look like this.
And then you're gonna trim it. So let's watch her trim.
You wanna try to roll it up as much as possible. That's what I do at least.
Cute. And then she's gonna trim those little pieces off, give it a haircut.
Yeah, so.
And then you've got a hanging pom-pom.
There. This piece is a little long.
Cute. Cute.
You want to be careful and not like try to cut too deep because your scissors, if your scissors are
That's
sharp,
great. Look at
they'll
that.
like just go. So then you have your hanging pom pom.
Yay! Thank you,
And-
Mia.
Uh-huh.